Hello from Melbourne. Just had a coffee. How you going, Tom? In Sydney?
I'm just in Sydney, just did a line of Coke. Feeling very Sydney.
Oh, well, now I'm jealous. What am I doing with my fucking latte?
I wish. That'd be a fucking weird podcast. Just me. It's probably very similar, just me rambling shit. It's kind of the same thing, actually. Maybe I am
That,
on Coke.
yo, episode 200, the Coke cast. That'd be fucking good. Actually, no,
Uh,
I hate thinking about what I talk about when I'm on the bags. I would not want that out there.
this is true, never done Coke in my life because I've got one of the personalities where I got like low energy at the best of times. And I'm like, if I have something that brings me up a little bit, I'm having it forever.
I
And I've
know
seen, I can't risk that.
I kind of want to enable you to have it forever. I'm like, fuck, don't always be
Okay.
keen to come out, get on the bags. Like, I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like,
Mm. But
mm.
I'm going to turn to dick sucking way too quick. That's normally like a later thing. I'm going to get straight on that.
Oh, that's funny. How you going, everybody? Welcome to the Tom and Frenchy podcast. If you can't tell, we're in different cities. We weren't doing a little skit there. We're in different
Yep.
cities.
Yep. So if the
um,
audio is a bit different, we are going through Zoom right now.
yeah, Hundy, I think it sounds. I sound good in the room. I don't know via the internet, but we've always
Mm.
got pretty sexy voices. We are through Zoom. It's good to a little throwback Zoom, like we're in lockdown, like we're in Brisbane right now.
Right now, in my mind, I'm pretending you have COVID.
Oh yeah, thank
And it's
you.
pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Sucked in.
Well, I've got the beanie on, so I thought you were going to go with like cancer or leukemia, but
Yeah,
okay,
leukemia. Yeah.
so that's I'll take that. I will take that. Um,
Oh, how's the shows going, mate? So you're in Melbourne for the comedy festival, obviously.
yes, guys, I'm in Melbourne. I've been here for I think almost a week now, maybe 5 days, and I'm almost like I'm living the dream right now. I don't know how to say this, but everything
Mm.
I was like tossing up, like, I was tossing up two accommodations and I picked this one, ended up being student accommodation, but mainly Chinese students who aren't here. So I've got the whole building to myself, pool
Actually, looks
tables,
nice as well.
movie room. I'm 44th
Mm.
floor looking out at my landscape. It's fucking great, mate.
And if you have a bad show, you can just fucking jump.
Well,
Don't do
that's
that. Imagine that. Imagine if I said that, then you did.
That's
Fucking
will that episode go viral, so there's
true,
something to
true.
consider. No, I'm fucking thriving. I'm not
That's
even
sick.
thinking about joining the army right now, Tom. So,
Yeah, mate, you had a rough patch. It must be good because Melbourne's always such a vibe. Like,
oh,
good
bro, we're
times.
getting good weather too, man. It's really
It's good
just
weather here at the moment. Like after that fucking when Australia flooded, and now it's chill.
oh yeah, God just fucking pissed, didn't he? He was just
Oh,
like
bro.
cop it, Western Suburbs. We
Oh, brutal, brutal as.
Yeah. So what else has been happening, Tom? What else have I been what have I been missing? I've got some stories for you guys, real quick. I want to hear Tom's boring weekend first.
Yeah, you haven't missed much. At the moment, I realized I bought a fucking van and brought it to Australia, but I can't even use it for a while because there's weird laws, right? So you can import a van if it's 25 years to old, but you
Mm.
can't register a van in left hand or a car in left hand drive until it's 30 years old.
Okay.
So now I've got a van sitting in storage that I can't actually register in New South Wales for 2 years.
Because it's left-hand drive.
And it's less than 30 years old. So if it was older, for some reason, that means it's safer, which makes no
What
fucking sense.
in the fuck?
Just like a really dumb law. So now I'm just like, fuck, I'm going to have to move to Northern Territory or something and register it there because they don't have limits on age. Yeah,
No,
sexually.
so 2 years it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to have to try and register it elsewhere or something because it's so annoying.
What other states can you register it in?
Northern Territory, WA, South Australia, even even Victoria. You can do like a classic car after 25 years. So I would be able to do that, and you can drive it in certain situations. But in New South Wales, no options.
Fuck off. Yeah, you're
Or
gonna
you
have
can
to.
tra- you can change it to right hand drive, but they basically have to take apart the whole fucking front of the car, like
Nah,
everything.
Fuck
Yeah,
that. You're going
it's
to
not
have to
worth it.
illegally drive it to a different state and just register it.
Road trip?
That's not a joke. No, I'll do it with you. That'll be funny.
Just a legal driving Tom and Frenchy podcast will be like bandits on the run.
That's the lamest kind of bandits. In an unregistered pedo van from Japan. I mean van.
Apart from that, fuck all. I just did the thing which you should do as well. There's like government food and entertainment vouchers you can get. So if you haven't done this, you do it through Service New South Wales. You just put your address in, and you can get like $100 worth of food and entertainment vouchers you can use at like the movies and fucking like restaurants.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah, free money.
Let's pop that link in. We'll pop that link in one of the descriptions, guys, because we're just about to give you free money. You're fucking welcome.
Good shit. You might as well milk the government.
How's this, bro? We're starting off the podcast with just some vouchers, guys.
Yeah, bro. So tell us some stories from your shows.
Okay, I'll tell you one story because it's not just a story, it's more of a conversation topic. I'm chatting to this guy in the front row. He looks about maybe 20. I don't know how the topic come up. I chat to him. I'm like, what do you like to get up to? He's like, I love going to the strip club. I'm like, okay, yeah, the fucking boys. He reveals he spends $400 a week at the strip club.
That's rent.
That's rent for most. Seems like a lot.
That's more than most people's rent.
100%. And I go, bro, that's a lot of money. He goes, oh, but I get free entry.
Into the pussy?
No, not into the pussy.
Because then that might be worth it.
But I think that's almost worth it. That's even like, and then I'm like, what are you spending it on? And it's pretty much just straight lap dances.
Bro, I don't really get that. Like, you just get a boner, you get heaps horny, and then you go home.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, do you come from him? He goes, oh, no. I'm like, it's just...
Maybe he doesn't want to admit it. Like, he gets dry hump and then he...
Well, it's just I think it's just a lifestyle now. He's like the girls follow him on Instagram. He's like friends with all the locals. He's like a regular, but he's like I understand older regulars, like young regulars. I go, bro, and this is what I say. I go, $400 is a lot, bro. He goes, oh yeah, but I earn $800 a week.
Ooh,
that's what I was
wow.
Like.
Even if he was using $400 in rent, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty tight. Like, but he's just spending it on the strippers.
I tell you what, I reckon he's never paid tax before. So he's getting 800 and that tax bill hasn't come. He's in his first year. And that's what it was like. This is like not like one of those crowd stories like in Gold Coast where like it's just mayhem. This is like my favorite sort of one where I'm just chatting and I'm just getting interested. I'm just trying to learn about him because I can't fully understand it. Everything he says is just a little bit more confusing to me. And so...
Can you describe, like, just for us visual people, what he looks like?
Kind of like an Australian McLovin.
Yep, okay. That's a good explanation. No, that makes sense, actually.
Like, he's a lad. Like, he stayed after the show. We chatted. We had a few drinks. Well, he didn't have any drinks, literally because he didn't have any money, I'm guessing. But no, he wasn't drinking. He was driving or something. He's there with his mate who was called the Stallion. He was a fucking legend. Pegasus, his nickname was.
Wow. Must be beautiful.
That's a flying horse. And just the whole time was just like, I'm not even ripping on him. I'm just literally asking like Oprah style questions, like trying to learn more. And I go, okay, you're getting 800 a week and you spend 400 on the strip club. I'm like, if you got no sort of overheads, that's still 400 to play with. I get that. And he goes, oh yeah, but I pretty much like get the money for free. I go, oh, sick. I'm thinking he's on like Centrelink or payout from something. He works as a chef.
That's not free. That's hard work.
That's hard work.
That's real work.
That's real work. Hours are fucked too.
Yeah. That's weird, man. I feel like he must just be in it for the companionship. just to go there and have people who like him because he gives them money.
I reckon they actually like him now. I reckon he was a chirpy dude. I don't know. It's just a young sort of routine. I didn't know anyone that young who just has that routine
It's a
every
problem.
Thursday. Yeah, it's maybe.
It's a problem. It's like going to the Pokey Lounge or something like that. But it's
But
your
I'll never go to the
cookie.
pokies every Thursday. Like that's it's almost like a job at some point.
Yeah, true. You're like, oh, I got to clock in.
Mm.
Yeah, that type of clock in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motorboat son of a bitch, you.
that's
So,
funny,
so
man.
he was good value. Every night's actually been a cracking show, and I'm not even just saying that. So it's been like a perfect crowd where they're a bit rowdy, and then they shut up when I'm doing jokes, and a few characters in the front, bro. I'm about it.
It's good to be back in Melbourne. I haven't been there in ages. I do enjoy Melbourne. It's got
Yeah,
a good vibe. The
people were
city's got a
asking
good
if you were
vibe.
coming down. There was a lot of podcast listeners coming to the first few shows who were like, "When's Tom coming?" They heard your voice in the intro, and they're like, "Oh,
Oh
Tom."
no, just stitched up. Yeah, no.
No, I trimmed it up. And the other thing that's happening in Melbourne, which you may have seen on my stories, it was Luke Kidgell's birthday.
Ah, yes, I did see that.
So Luke Kidgell, guys, he's a comedian, a YouTuber. He had a lot of people to his venue, Kicks, for drinks. We get there. I'm trying to stay just on the beers because I've got to do shows the next day. Do you know Rory Lowe, Tom?
I know of him. I've never met him in person, but we follow each other on Instagram and stuff.
Right. Well, he definitely knows you because he's saying he wants to come to Sydney to film with us. So Rory Lowe, guys, is he's English. He's kind of like, I'm not sure if he is a Geordie from Newcastle, but he might as well be because he is a fucking whirlwind of mayhem. When he rolled in, we're just drinking around the pool table. He rolled in. First 5 seconds was, "What's up, guys? Let's do shots." And then he jumps on the pool
Oh,
table,
wow.
ruining the game. We go do shots. He buys 20 shots for everyone. He does the shots, then finds another table, runs and jumps on it. Face
That's
down,
pretty.
drinks everywhere. It was fucking
I do like
hilarious.
that. I like that energy.
It's a
Not all
lot.
the time. It's like a once in a year energy I'd appreciate. If it was
Bro.
every week, I'd be over it very quick.
Oh no, he definitely made it. He made the fucking night. So he's just manic, like just a
That's
lot of energy.
funny.
Then he starts going. He's going to me. He's going to see that girl. I think, oh, I'm trying not to fuck her, but I think I'm going to have to. I'm like, what? I go, why are you trying not to? He goes, oh, because her boyfriend's right there.
Oh shit.
And then I'm like, okay, he's just talking shit. He's like, oh no, she's giving me the fuck me eyes. I'm like, you're just talking shit here, bro. Half an hour later, he's got his arm around her. Sweet nothing's in the ear.
Oh
Boyfriend's
no.
2 meters away, awkwardly sipping a drink.
Oh no.
Right. Like he didn't do nothing,
Cucked
but I was
out.
like, he didn't
Cucked
do
out.
nothing, but
Oh. I guess it's hard not to be attracted to that type of energy coming into a place. It's
bro,
like a
that
fucking
Geordie Shore
whirlwind.
energy, 100%, bro. It's like,
That's funny.
yeah, bro, it was hilarious. And then the other good part of the night is that we ended up 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at the karaoke bar.
Mm.
Mm.
Good times always happen.
At this karaoke bar, as we got in, there were 4 or 5 very Melbourne girls. And by Melbourne girls, I mean like
Alternative,
left Melbourne
feminists.
girls,
Yeah.
like fringe colored hair, sort
Hmm.
of, definitely support a lot of causes that they have no part of, sort of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
So they're singing some boring ass song. The boys get in their head that that'd be a good idea to find the song "Let's Get Retarded" by the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh no. They would have loved that.
And because that song, like our younger listeners would be like, do you mean let's get it started? We don't mean let's get it started. We mean
No.
let's get retarded. That's been scrubbed from almost every place,
Hmm.
almost every Spotify. Like it's quite hard to find nowadays. They've still got it at Asian karaoke bars. Do not fucking worry.
That's so funny. Did
So
you get up and sing this one?
well, I was definitely singing, 100%, but I was not up. I was filming from the crowd and cut to 45 minutes later, Lewis, Luke, Xander, and then a lot of the boys all behind the microphones singing as loudly as possible. But All the other words were at about 50% volume and then 110 for retarded. It was so fucking... Let's get retarded in here.
That's when like a sad special team come in or something to celebrate something. It's like from a movie. They're like, oh, this Melbourne's an inclusive place. Let's go to the local karaoke bar.
Yeah. Bro, it was so funny.
That's
funny. So anyway, I filmed that, put that on my story. I get a message, DM the next morning. I wake up. It's from Zach Gervais, my band member, friend of the podcast. He goes, bro, that is the whitest shit ever. It's just 4 fucking middle-aged white dudes singing Black Eyed Peas in a karaoke
spewing
bar.
out hate speech.
It's not hate speech. Yeah, they're singing.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Did you end up getting a big hangover or you survived?
Oh, bro, it was a bit of a hangover, but I survived. I had a weird fucking recovery day. I got up because it always wakes me up, went to the gym, sweated it out, and then just slept for 5 hours.
Is there a gym at the apartment?
Nah, Fitness First, man. You know, if you're a part of one, you can go to all of them. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So how's gyms, Tom? I know
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of talking. I'll let you have some stories in a second.
I don't care.
It's just kind of like with Zoom, guys. It's like we kind of like, it's hard to interrupt and make banters about it. You kind of just got to tell a story and then let the other one tell a story. We need a speaking staff. We need to hold up hands and stuff.
True.
See? So the Fitness First I go to in Sydney is the gayest gym in Australia on Oxford Street. Facts.
Yep, I've been to that one.
And the one I go to here, I'm not saying the most Asian gym in Australia, but it'll be up there.
That's funny.
It's great.
That Fitness First that you go to, there's like stairs to get out of it, right?
Mm.
And like a few years ago, I went with like a personal trainer who I knew, and he like, we did like legs. Like I hadn't done like a good workout, and it's like personal trainer session, 1-on-1, like super hard. And then I had to go down like a flight of 3 stairs to get out of that fucking gym. I thought I was going to fall.
Got those wobbles, bro.
Oh, so bad. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to have to like do that thing where you sit on your ass and like scoot down or something.
Like a dog with worms.
Yeah. So embarrassing.
No, bro. So this one's like heaps of hot Asians there. Like it's great. It's just a different vibe. I don't know. I think I work out harder though. I think I do.
Did you bring out your Batsu accent or anything?
No, negative. Save that for the show.
I saw a guy at the gym and I've never seen this before. It was on like the tricep pull down, like the cable that's kind of up high. And he brought his own contraption that was like wrapped around his head. So it was like a circular thing with like restraints around it. And he'd have his head and he was like this. And it was just like pulling on his neck. And he was just sitting there. And once in a while, he'd use his hand to like restrain, take some of the pressure off the weights. But he was just like pulling his head out of the socket.
What's he doing?
And it was the one.
And he brought it from home.
He brought the attachment from home. It was some kind of neck pulling device.
Strengthen those neck muscles, I guess. I like that.
It was fucking weird. It was the one time I didn't have my phone. I would have videoed it. It was fucking weird.
Fucking hell. That's what's like, so sometimes like, because I always stick to the machines I know at the gym, and it's kind of hard because I want to try to grow as an athlete, as a massive unit, but it's hard to figure out what the pitches mean. So I spent about 8 minutes on a machine the other day, could not figure out what it did.
All you do is Google it, and there'll be a 10-second video that show you, and then you'll never need to know again. No,
well, I've seen enough movies that if you keep struggling on it, eventually a hot chick will come up and help you, or a hot dude, and you'll be like, thanks.
It's usually dudes. There's not many chicks helping out.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, we both watched a film this week that we're going to give you a review on. Exciting news.
Time for a movie review. Tom and Frenchy watched a film, and it's hard to sing over Zoom. I guess we're not doing a song today, guys, so you've dodged that bullet. You're fucking welcome.
You're welcome. We watched a film that I've been actually anticipating for ages because it was kind of done ages ago. It's Eric Andre's film Bad Trip, but when he was touring Australia maybe a year or more ago, he showed like a preview to it as part of his show. Then I was like, what happened to that movie? And I just didn't hear about it for like over a year because I guess COVID or whatever. But it came out this week and Frenchy saw it first and it was fucking good.
It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I thought I'd like it, but yeah, it was like one of the better comedies I've seen, like laughing out loud. Me and Tonya both like fucking in hysterics. Like it's so outrageous and it's surprising and it's like done really well.
It's kind of like, guys, it's the format of kind of like Borat in that it's sort of pranks with real people. Kind of like the Jackass was a bad grandpa or something like that, the dirty grandpa.
Yeah, so there's like a storyline, but a lot of real reactions and stunts.
There's a loose storyline as which they fit in with real people, and it's just you can't even see the pranks coming. It's so fucking good.
It's so funny and like it's done in a lot of black neighborhoods and stuff because Eric Andre is black, obviously, and they have the best reactions. Like if you watch prank videos on YouTube back in the day, they give amazing reactions. They say what they think. They show their emotion on their face. Like it is fucking funny.
Yeah, fucking white people are just too reserved, aren't they? They're fucking losers. Yeah,
absolutely.
Can you give us an impression of how a black person would react to it compared to a white person, Tom?
Oh, damn! That's probably all I'll do.
Thank you. And now a white person?
Oh, damn.
I don't think you nailed that white person one.
No, you don't reckon?
Yeah.
Give me one.
So what was your favorite? We're not doing spoilers, but was there a favorite scene or certain?
One scene that I'll tell you that is not going to spoil anything. He goes to the zoo and he's with like a tour group going around looking at the enclosures and he sees a gorilla and he sees that the fence is unlocked and he goes, I'm going to get a selfie. And so he sneaks through this gate and like a few people spot him sneaking off from the group and they start like looking like, oh, look, like whispering, like, look at this guy, he's an idiot. And he goes up to this gorilla and he starts taking a selfie. The gorilla just grabs him and pulls down his pants and just rapes him in front of all these people, like butt fucks the shit out of him. And they're all like screaming and stuff. Then he eventually gets away, comes back to him and they're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Then he goes, oh, I didn't get a good selfie. And he goes back in and he gets face fucked by the gorilla.
Oh, yeah. That is the one scene we will tell you about. It is fucking brutal.
Oh, so funny.
It is fucking brutal.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish is in it and she plays one of their sisters and she's so good.
She's fucking wild, eh? I was like, that is the most natural role she's ever played, yeah.
Oh, she's so good in it.
That's what was like the best part about it was that it felt like this is going to sound stupid, but it felt like it was all real, the pranks and the scenes, whereas opposed to Borat 2 was just like, oh, this is just fucking set up, cunt.
Yeah, it was stretched
This is just like, you're just trying to send a message here, as opposed to Eric Andre's like, this is just going to make his laugh, guys. And that's the sort of comedy I think.
And like, he's such a perfectionist, like with his show, the Eric Andre show. If you haven't watched that, you got to watch that. But basically it's like short, like 10-minute episodes, but he would have filmed for like probably 4 hours and just edits down these crazy fucking videos. So he like puts in the work and there'd be so much on the cutting room floor from that film.
So you think there's a lot that, like for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Like even in the credits of that, they show you like they did it to multiple people and chose the best reactions. Like they did the same scene with different people coming in. So they would have done that for every little scene you see just to get the best possible reaction for the idea.
Fucking good on him, guys. Bad Trip. What would you give it out of 69, Tom?
I'd give it the full 69.
Whoa! Tom 69, Bad Trip. That is our first 69 of the show. That was the horn. That's the applause noise. We don't have the sound effect buttons, guys.
You nailed it, Bart.
That is crazy. I did not think you'd go full 69.
I don't know. I didn't overthink it, to be honest. I didn't know you were going to make me rate it, but
great.
It is what it is.
No, great.
100%. All right. Let's get into some Do you want to get into stories, or you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I want to talk about the latest cameo. Please take us through that, Tom.
Oh,
That,
yes.
holy shit.
So, as you know, our socials, our Tom and Frenchy Instagram and Tom and Frenchy Facebook page are ran by fan and legend Sam Davis. And he's taken it on himself. Last time, who did he get last time?
Oh.
It was the cricketer,
Chris Gale. Chris Gale did a shout out to ScoMo and what's his face?
Christian Porter.
Yep.
So that was the last one Sam did, and now he has got a new victim, or the same victim, Beverly Mitchell again from fucking Seventh Heaven.
Again.
After she went on a morning show declaring me the world's least funny person and was so heartbroken she had to clear her name. Then she gave me a shout out from a fan. A fan made her shout me out saying that I was funny. And now he's got her to shout out Jared Hayne after his controversies. I have not thought about whether this is going to play.
Beverly Mitchell, guys, has been done by the Tom and Frenchy show 3 times. Tom got her initially, as a quick recap, he got her initially shouting out, was it Rolf?
No, she did Ivan Milat.
Ivan Milat, Australia's notorious serial killer. She shouted him out. She was so upset with the controversy that caused. She went on the morning show and vowed to always research who she looks up next. She called Tom Armstrong an unfunny comedian. So the Patreon managed to get Beverly Mitchell to call out Tom Armstrong. And then again, 3rd time's the charm. Now she's calling out Jared Hayne, ex-rugby league player, current sex offender.
Sex offender, yeah. He this is recent news, but here's the clip. I'll just play it off my phone because we haven't got this set up.
Jared Hayne. I mean, what are you thinking? The Hayne play? Sounds kind of fun. Tom and Frenchy tell me you seem to have bit off more than you can chew. But they want to send you so many great wishes.
NRL star Jared Hayne is facing a lengthy prison sentence after he was found guilty of sexually assaulting a woman at her Newcastle home.
Hey, Jared Hayne. What are you thinking? The Hayne play? That's kind of fun. Tom and Frenchy tell me you seem to have bit off more than you can chew. But they want to send you so many great wishes. And I just think it's pretty fun. So, and apparently Maisie is about the plane too. So be safe, be smart, have fun, and sending you lots of love.
So
I didn't realize that was a weird edit.
that was a weird edited one, guys. So usually you could play the original one. It's still that funny enough, but
Yeah, that's funny, man. Head to our TikTok and you can watch that.
yeah,
well,
so
Tom and
Jared
Frenchy.
Hayne, this is going to get dark before it gets better, but he, one of his sexual assaults was he bit the girl's vagina.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Which caused it to bleed. The doctor could recognize bite marks a few days later.
Oh, what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, and then Beverly Mitchell, the weirdo, she actually makes jokes about it, saying he bit off more than he can chew. So that is not 7th heaven of you, Beverly. That is.
Oh, it is hard to chew labias. That's for true. No?
That wasn't a Zoom connection, Tom. That was just me not responding.
No? Yeah, fair enough.
Not responding to that.
Do you want to read the next story for us, Frenchman?
Oh, bro, that was crazy. So
funny.
What do we got? I don't really know this story. Do you want to do that one? You do that one, and then I'll go to the next one.
No, this is your story that you put in.
The Nike one.
I didn't put that in.
Guess who put that in, if you had to guess?
Oh.
Sanders' story, bro.
When did he put that in?
I don't fucking know.
Did you tell him to do it?
I don't know.
That's on you. That's a Frenchie problem.
Okay, so Lil Nas X, we can do it. Lil Nas X, guys, do you know who he is, Tom?
Sure. Yeah, he's the one who did Old Town Road.
He sings the song Shuey, yep. No, Old Town Road, that's me. Sorry, Frenchy and the Talent. Like, comment, subscribe. Old Town Road, he's got the new film clip, and it is fucking wild. Have you seen it, Tom?
No.
So he gets tits, he fucks Satan. It's like he slides down a fucking pole and fucks Satan. It's insane. Like,
Sounds
it's
hot.
very graphic. Like, it's very graphic. And now Nike's trying to sue someone over some Satan shoes. That's the article that was in this. But just the video is crazy. Go check it out. We actually can't talk too much about this because Tom hasn't seen it. We're going to get to the good story, which you guys definitely want us to talk about.
I'm glad we did that story. That was really good.
Alex Williamson, Shooter.
This was classic.
Friend
He's
of the
been on the show.
podcast.
You can go back and listen to that episode if you haven't heard it. He's a wild guy.
Friend of the podcast is in Rockhampton at the same room where the guy threw the glass at me and he got punched in the face.
So this footage blew up everywhere. A lot of news outlets covered it. Basically, it's him on stage. He's giving it to someone in the audience. That's kind of where we see it from. He's yelling at someone. This big bloke. He looks big. He walks up to the stage, puts his beer down, and Shooter's still yelling at him about something. He puts his beer down, walks up and just punches him in the head.
A little left jab, big straight. And Alex really, like, obviously Alex has been in a few fights, rocks back, doesn't take the full force, gets him sort of on the side of the face on the ear, but solid shot. Everyone after this jumps over, surrounds the guy, fuck him up. Alex even talks about in his Insta story how he they were holding him down and he gave him a big open-handed slap across the face. Just a fucking...
Yeah, it was funny watching the footage because you see him, he jumps back, gets hit, and then once everyone else storms in, he kind of backs away. He's like, this guy's pretty big. And then everyone storms him, and then when he sees him pinned, he goes and gets him. It's quite funny to watch.
So Alex is just shocked. He thought the guy was going to grab the mic and say something to him. That's why. And there was also supposed to be security to stop someone coming on stage to punch him in the head. So that was the other reason he was shocked. And then apparently this guy got fucked up in the car park, which does not surprise me. Then the next night it happens again.
Really?
At Townsville. He doesn't get bashed, but there's like a fight in the crowd and some guys kicking off. Another dude gets fucking knocked up. And now, because he's doing Northern Queensland, so now they're coming out for a night.
That's the problem with these clips going big. It's like you're just attracting these guys who want to punch you in the face.
That's always funny. Like, we could have fucked up, or not really, but like news.com, all these sort of ones of stories are like idiots. They're like, oh, how did our comedian get punched in the face? This shouldn't have happened. But like, if you look more into the story, you know why he got punched?
Didn't Alex throw a drink on him or something?
He poured a full beer on him.
Oof. That is annoying as fuck. You'd want to punch someone in the face for that.
Yeah, anywhere in Australia, if you do that, there's a good chance you're gonna get a fight.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's heckling and ruined the show. Alex probably ripped on him, then it's like, fuck you, pour a full beer. And he's done that at other shows. I've seen him do it, but this guy could not fucking take it.
Oof. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But it was the exact same room. That's what's crazy about it.
What's the place called?
It's like a pub in Rocky. So it's not the Leagues Club, because I did that on the way back. It was, I don't know, it's like a pub.
Would you go back there?
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
That's funny.
All
right, next story. So this one is crazy. So this is about David Dobrik, who's a really popular YouTuber. He's a vlogger. He does these really intense, for a long time. He hasn't done a vlog in ages, actually, since COVID, because it was kind of like he'd film for multiple days and he'd cut it into an epic vlog every 3 days, I think it was. And he had like a group that they called the Vlog Squad, who would always be in his videos, like different characters. And he's pretty much been cancelled, which no one really saw coming because he's quite a wholesome person. That's what it appears like. He was kind of like a bit of a poster boy for a lot of YouTube success and stuff. But one person I'm pretty sure did predict it, and it was you, Frenchy. Do you remember having this conversation?
Was this on a podcast or was it in real life?
I'm not sure if it was on a podcast or real life, but I remember the conversation, and we were basically saying someone was getting cancelled, and we were like, who do you think's the next person who unknowingly gets cancelled? So we're not talking about someone who we know is controversial. It was kind of like the next thing. And you said David Dobrik. And I was like, nah, no way. And you thought it was going to be because of like young TikTok girls or something. He's always doing videos with them. But there's been a number of things.
I did think he was going to get cancelled. You're dead right. You're dead right. But it's just also like, it's also almost like, okay, tall poppy, like whoever flies closest to the sun, at some point you're going to get burnt. You can't keep pushing the envelope. But Tom's going to take you through why he got and we say cancelled. It's not like a Logan Paul one. He won't have to have that long time off. It's more like his brands have dropped him for now. In a month, like his like to dislike ratio is still really good on his second apology video, not the first one. We'll talk about that after we find out why he got cancelled. And the brand's dropped him, but I think they'll be back on within a month or two. But take us through it, Tom.
Yeah, it kind of depends how it goes, really, because at the moment, there was a lot of fire being put in there from H3 podcast, actually. Trisha and Ethan from H3 were both kind of talking about it on the show. And the first thing that kind of came up was there was this prank that I actually thought was really funny at the time. It's still kind of, it is funny. Was when one of their mates thought he was doing a commercial and for a big brand, but they set this whole thing up and he ended up making out with Jason Nash dressed as a monkey.
That one's fucked up. No, I thought that was fucked up.
Like, so they did this whole big production, like fake production crews, all this stuff. And then he thought he was making out with a hot chick in a gorilla suit.
Yeah, so he saw the hot chick, put on the gorilla mask.
Yep.
And then he swapped him with like a 45-year-old man who he has to see every fucking day. This guy's not bi. He's not gay.
Neither of them.
And they tricked him, and then mid makeout, which he thinks with the model, a rip off a gorilla suit, and it's a fucking Jason Nash. Fuck, bro.
Which was funny in watching it, not having anything to do with it. But this guy says that he kind of went away from it feeling like he didn't consent and he was really embarrassed about it and all. He feels like it was like sexual assault, which is fair enough. Like, there's one thing to prank, but yeah, it's not the age for that type of shit. Maybe.
Do you think
10
it's
years
funny?
Earlier.
Do you think it's funny, Tom, if a guy's hooking up a chick in his bedroom, lights off, and then he swaps with his mates and they start making out?
Yeah, very good. That's
Well,
banter.
I thought you were going to say no.
No, that's comedy.
But I'm saying that's 100%. Everyone knows you can't do that. So why can you do it? Even swapping genders, which like I know like a lot of people are a lot more open to bisexuality and spectrum and being gay, but still a lot of areas where like, bro, they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Especially,
it's definitely.
Yeah, if he's straight, you can't just force some sort of other thing on him. Like, it's pretty fucking...
Yeah, it's fucked. Totally. And then that was one of the first things.
Oh, can we also say this? Because you mentioned H3. Has he become a fucking cockhead now? Because all he's chooses to do is try to get other people fucking cancelled.
Yeah, I haven't been watching his stuff, really.
He's a fucking self-righteous cunt, okay, guys? I'm saying it. He's a self-righteous piece of shit.
Yeah,
he
he's been really annoying.
And now all he is like, this person said this person said this. Let's all, how are you still... And he's like hitting up brands saying, how are you promoting this person, blah, blah, blah. Like he's a fucking perfect soul. Fuck the dog. No, I'm off him.
Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to dig up stuff on him. Like, you know.
Oh, Tom, gonna get him. Get him, Armstrong.
I'm not going to do anything, but I'm just saying, yeah, I really like him, but yeah, he's been annoying me. I haven't been watching his videos because it's just boring. It's all the same shit on fucking TikTok. He's doing really lame stuff. So,
nah, H3's done, guys. H3's over. Party. Let's fucking have it. That's what's good about being smaller than a channel. You can just start shit with them.
True. No one's going to care.
No one's going to care. Anyway, go on.
So there was that. That controversy, and then Big Nick, who actually I got to shout out Rolf Harris. He came out and said his time in the vlog squad, he kind of got bullied by them and they made fun of him because he's got like dwarfism and he's got like he's blind in one eye and he was the butt of a lot of jokes.
Yeah, but all friends get bullied. Like, legitimately, like I get what he's saying. He thinks he got bullied more and maybe no one rips on David. I don't know, but like in a group of Australian males of of 5 to 6
I guess
people,
it's different though.
everyone's getting fucking bullied.
He's technically got like a disability.
And if he didn't feel like he was actually friends with them, maybe that's what it was. And they weren't.
Not
If
like
they
they're
were
saying
only
he's got-
roasting
yeah.
him, but were they roasting each other as well? Like I'm just
But
being
the
a point
difference
of
is,
difference here.
I'm saying he's got a disability, so it's different. It's not like he's got a shit haircut.
But did they roast him just for his disability, or it's more just like, "Oh, you got the name Nick, rhymes with Dirk."
Nah, I think it was pretty much
Just disability roast.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's different. But I was just wondering where it was like,
That's
hey,
why I
we're
try
roasting
not
everyone.
to. That's why I try not to make fun of your thin head.
Yeah, it's not a disability, right?
And then the next thing that
I'm
blew
looking
up
good,
was,
bro. Don't worry. I got the lighting, bro. I got the fucking haircut. I'm looking good.
you got the
Roast me.
Zoom. You got the Zoom. What's it called? Where it touches you up a little bit.
Yeah, I do. Zoom filter.
Yeah, so do I. And then Dirty Dom.
Oh, this is the
character.
one. This is the one.
This is the big one. So basically Dirty Dom, his character in the Vlog Squad was that he was kind of the sex pest, always hooking up with chicks, doing all that type of shit. And this story came out about a group of girls who were, I think they were under legal drinking age. I don't think they were underage. I'm not sure. But to be in the vlog, they got them really drunk. So they bought them alcohol, got them really drunk, and then convinced them to have a threesome or something with Dom. And they woke up like too intoxicated to remember and like shit like that. And that was all in one of the vlogs. It was like 4 of the vlogs, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it wasn't properly consensual. It was more like coercion.
Yeah.
They felt like they had to do it or they didn't want to let David down and stuff like that. And this Dom, dirty guy, Tom, would it be fair to say he's one of the ugliest of the group? Like no one would come to see him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And like they kind of gloss over, well, I guess they don't, but the fact that David Dobrik, like all of his friends become super famous. So everyone's kind of wanting to impress David because they know that it's going to be big for them, you know, big for their followings. They could get a career out of it. So there is like definitely a power dynamic and he's taking advantage of it, getting him drunk.
But those girls were just fans. They weren't trying to like become famous, were they?
I think everyone like a little bit. Yeah.
In LA wants to be famous.
Yeah, definitely. So that was one of the big
ones.
Ones.
Didn't they message David a couple of days later going, yo, that was fucked up. I didn't like fully want to do that. And he just sort of brushed it under the rug. I think that's what's been coming out too.
Right.
Yeah, like they...
Yeah, so all this stuff has come out and then he's lost like big sponsors. Like he was known for having sponsored by a SeatGeek, which would like literally give people cars on his behalf and like multi-million-dollar.
You know he was sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. They dropped him, but I remember them from sponsoring Dan Bilzerian and having threesomes under a lot of intoxications. I feel like that's right up Dan Bilzerian's MO. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, choose who you...
Remember when there was that fucking shooting in Las Vegas and he tried to take the gun off a cop so he could storm? What a fucking
I think he drove there with a bunch of guns. Yeah, he heard about it and drove towards it.
What a fuckwit.
I don't know. That's pretty heroic, bro.
You would like that.
What do you mean? He's trying to save people's lives.
No, he's trying to take a gun from a cop. That was the story. So he
probably shoots better than the cop. They're not that well trained over there, bro. And if the shooter was white, what's the cop going to do?
True. All right.
Yeah. So David, he starts getting cancelled. It all comes out, and it's one of those funny ones. It's like it's sort of like a build up, and then all these brands, once they get on board, everyone's like, "Oh shit, it's happening." It's happening.
Yeah. It's a PR nightmare. They're like, we got to get away from this fucking...
He drops a first apology, which was terrible. Have you seen it, bro?
I haven't watched either of them. Nah. I didn't watch
first one's on his podcast channel. And he says he's leaving it up, like to show like what not to do. It's literally, he takes no responsibility. He's like, oh, yo, wasn't even there, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, so they're coming out with this. It's like not really true, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's not an apology. It's like what you say to your missus, just like when you're definitely not going to apologize.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes
me sorry wonder, that you felt that way,
totally.
Like
when he's got that level of money, like he should be able to get a PR manager to look over something like that important. You know what I mean?
That's what he's
so.
That's what he's
So
saying
stupid.
now. He's trying to get a team in place, kind of like how Logan Paul has to
Of
check all these
course,
things.
you
and
have
blocks.
to. When you're at that level, like, stupid not to.
But people still like him. Like, he won't be cancelled for long. Like, no way.
Okay, Frenchy. So since you're psychic, I think everyone wants to know
Yep.
who's next to get cancelled that
Great
we wouldn't
question.
expect.
Great question. Arnie Hammer.
No, that's already happened.
Okay, fuck. Okay.
I just saw that he got dropped from another film, actually. I'm not sure what the film was, but there's another one he was meant to be in that he's dropped from.
Yeah, he shouldn't have pulled out of the other one. It could be his last paycheck for a while, eh? Okay, well, let's have a think about it. Are we going to go for YouTubers, musicians, or actors?
You're the psychic, bro.
We need someone real clean cut who you're like, no way,
Yeah.
no way. YouTubers cop it easier because like the general media loves bringing down YouTubers because they're like, we're not on board. We don't fully understand what you do yet. So let's fucking throw the party.
Let's cancel him.
Let's do like a game show host, one of those ones.
Oh, they're always getting cancelled.
Yeah, they fucking are. The cheeky fuckers.
Do you want to have a think about it? And we'll come back to you.
Come back to me.
All right,
That'll be my homework.
Next story is a banger. It kind of speaks for itself. You can now get Migarang flavored condoms in Indonesia, which I'm sure all the boys going to Bali will be happy to know. I wonder if it's like Migarang flavor when you put all the spice in. You know how sometimes you don't want to put all that spice
You don't want all the spice.
It's a lot.
For a pussy.
So I wonder if these are spicy as condoms.
I'm very mixed right now. Do you know what I mean? Okay, because I don't want to suck a dick or suck a dick with a condom on it.
You don't want to do that.
Didn't want to do it. Now we're going to get some little Migarang flavor.
True. Just say you're stuck on a desert island. You're starving. All you've got, Migarang flavored condoms. It'd be rude not to have it off a dick.
Exactly.
You don't want to just suck the condom.
Okay.
You might as well.
Because it spreads
Two
the
birds.
flavor more. Yep.
Two birds, you know?
Yeah, okay.
You see what
Why
I'm saying?
not? Why not?
Yeah.
That's is Migarang is Indonesian, yeah?
Yeah. So that's quite a good publicity stunt, I think, for Indonesian culture. I think Australia needs to really take note. So much potential.
The ad would be sick. It's like the ad. Okay, I'm thinking hard dick in noodles. It's like, are you sick of putting your dick in noodles to get the taste of Migarang? Well, worry no more. And then it's like Migarang condoms. And then it's like a girl at a restaurant. And it's like, what do you want to dinner? And she's like, I would like some Migarang. And then they bring out a condom hard penis and the noodles. And she's like, they both taste the same. And then she just sucks him off. She still rips off the condom and sucks him off. She's like,
wow.
Well, she prefers cum still, but Migarang's for dessert.
Gotcha. She's like, me so horny, Migarang. That's her slogan.
That's the slogan. Me so horny. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I was thinking for Australia, we could have like, some people say Vegemite's an acquired taste. People also say that about cock. So why not a Vegemite flavored condom?
Oh, okay. You went the condom too. I was thinking butt plug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the color.
Butt plug?
Oh, but you should start.
Oh, that's
do it after that. No, but after you pull it out.
Yeah, that's nasty, bro.
And you can pretend it's just Vegemite.
Like shit and Vegemite.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know which it is.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong here.
Like a pie and sauce flavored condom.
Oh, well, this is why, like, I'm hard having it.
You're hard.
But no, okay. Here's what the confusing part about it. Like, who even sucks on condoms? Is that a thing?
I think it seems like a prostitute thing where they don't want to.
Oh, of course. No, because I remember.
Do you have any Migarang condoms.
I used to have a bit about it in my second show, I think it was, where I was like, the girl's like, put on a condom and I'll give you head. And I was like, what? Sorry, what? Yeah, and that was the whole conversation was like, those two things sort of cancel each other out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember I bought one of those. You can get like variety condom packs. And it's just weird. Like you pull out a condom and it's like overly ribbed, one of them. And then the next one you pull out, it smells like fucking cinnamon for some reason. And it's kind of hard to explain. I got the variety pack. It's like, why?
I think that's fun. Yeah, it's good getting the fun condoms. But like, okay, so girls can safely suck on a dick, or guys with the condoms. We've got nothing we can safely lick on a pussy with. Like, I guess we need the Glad wrap or something. Little plastic bag down there.
You need to laminate it first, like a school
little
book
laminate pussy.
Yeah.
See, there you go. So that's like,
that'd be a good
like a school book. Did you say like a school book?
Yeah. You don't want any bubbles in it. You know what I'm saying? Some fucking Digimon fucking contact over that thing. Go to town on it. Yeah.
That's good.
I feel like that'd be interesting if she says wear a condom. You're like, all right, I'm going to go down on you through some alfoil.
Okay. If you pulled out a Megarang condom and you're with an Asian girl, is that racist?
I think that's not ideal.
Or is that like, oh, I've got a condom you're going to fucking love. I am from Japan.
They should. That'd be pretty cool, actually, if you had like a world map with condoms on it and each one was like a stereotypical dish from those countries.
That's the one. Now we've got it. And their little Frankfurt from Germany.
Oh,
that's
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, yeah. And then like... Because some
haggis
guys
from Scotland, haggis condom.
Some guys and girls like to tick off as many countries, like in our web series, Australiana Hostel. So it just adds another element. So you're ticking off the map, but you're also using your kimchi flavored condoms.
Beautiful. And you got to use each one for each girl. Yeah, of course you do.
The spaghetti bolognese condom
for Italian.
Yeah.
Oh,
you'd probably go pizza.
That's the only one I'd go. No, I like spaghetti better, 100%. What about America? What are you thinking?
Oh, it'd have to be a hot dog or a burger.
A hot dog. Then we got to change the German one to schnitzel.
True.
Sauerkraut.
It's going to take some work, but we'll slowly put together this whole calendar.
Come and suck on my schnitzel condom. It tastes like breadcrumbs. And it's just breadcrumbs. Yo, that's good.
Oh, it could be sauerkraut. That sounds grosser. Yeah, it is a bit sour down there sometimes.
Definitely.
All right.
Okay, moving on, guys. Moving on.
Do you know this next story, or is this?
Yeah, I just put it in on the Uber in there. This was I don't even need to look at the article. You know, most influencers when they take mirror selfies and they're like, oh, they're looking good in the mirror. I got my phone up. I'm taking a photo in the mirror. Not even taken in the mirror.
What?
So they'll just have like another phone on a timer, or someone else will take it and they pretend they're taking it. That's why their mirrors are always so fucking clean. And there's not like all stains and shit.
I did not know that.
Bro, that was like the best article pedestrians ever put out. I was like, yo, that makes actually so much fucking sense. Like not every time you can tell when it's a mirror and when it's not.
Let's do in the next week, each of us do one of those and just put it on our socials.
Okay, naked.
Okay, yeah.
Naked or I'm not doing it. Naked or I'm not doing it.
I'm going to be naked and afraid, like the TV show.
Perfect. That was a weird TV show.
It was unnecessary to be naked because they're doing like survivalist shit.
How did Fritzl get his own documentary?
Oh, he's done it. He's bloody done it. Wow.
He's good. You fell for it.
I did. What? Hook, line, and stinker.
What? I got 4-5 days left here, Tom. What should I do in Melbourne?
Oh, I got invited to a sick fucking gaming place. They invited me to some thing, and they were like, next time you're in Melbourne, I'll forward it to you. Oh, it looked fucking awesome. It was like all gaming fucking like, you know, like an arcade kind of thing. And they were like, said they'd hook me up.
Was it?
I'll send it to you. It's new. It's like all.
It wasn't like Lucky and Sons or whatever the fuck that one's called.
No, it's kind of like that, but it's a new one. In Melbourne.
There we go, guys. I think I got 8 shows left because I'm doing some doubles. The early shows still have some tickets. The extra ones are added Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but they're going to sell out quick. So if you want to come, Melbourne podcast listeners, last chance. Thanks to everyone who's already been. It's been fucking fun. It's always good having a chat to you guys after. If you are not in the Patreon and you want to be, get around it. There's always a link in the description. The footy tipping is going off. The chat's popping. Yo, did you see in the hashtag Frenchy bit that we got different sections?
I saw that when you replied.
Oh, mate. What was his name? Who was it again? Sorry?
His name's Gus.
Gus. That's not his chat name, though, is it?
No, it's like Swag Lord or something.
Swag Lord. Yo, Swag Lord put up a picture of his girlfriend's titties.
They
They had
look
stars
good.
over the nipples.
Good
They were
on him.
great titties. They were like...
Good on him.
Yeah, good on ya. Like, well done. Because it was a photo in a Tom and Frenchy shirt, and he's like, "How's the shirt looking, boys?" And her titties were popping in it. And someone must have written, "Yo, looking good" or whatever. Wink face. I missed it. It was like a day later, and he's like, "Yo, she let me post this one in it. What do you think?" And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, well done. Good. Your girlfriend's got a great rap."
Congratulations. Everyone was just
but it
supportive.
wasn't like creepy. It was just real supportive. It was like, "Congrats, man. Well done."
Yeah, it's actually going off lately, the old Tom and Frenchy Discord. Right. So head over there. The place I was talking about just then, Frenchy, is called Fortress, Australia's biggest video game venue.
I like that. I like the name.
But
That's a good thing for the militia to go storm the fortress.
I'll CC you in an email and they'll hook you up, I reckon.
Fuck oath. Can't.
Yeah, can't.
Yeah, can't.
What else? So you're back in Sid next week?
Yeah, I'll be back in Sydney next week. We should be back on Monday scheduled for podcasts, maybe Tuesdays if my flight's late. I don't exactly know yet.
How's this? I have a psychic who's going to come in and do a reading.
Is it the one?
It's not the Bogan one.
Oh,
it's a different one.
Fuck.
So we're going to get another perspective on us. So that'll be interesting.
Okay. And she's coming in.
Yo,
you have outdone yourself, Tom. This is like Christmas coming early.
Coming in hot.
Stay tuned for this, guys. Wow.
That's a bit of a hook for next week.
I'm hooked, baby.
I have no idea how long we've been doing because this doesn't have a
There's
timer.
no time,
like
so that'll be enough. I think that was
this
about
might be
an
a
hour
short
or
one.
Tom.
Sorry if it's a short one, but
thanks for listening, guys. This potty's been popping, and you guys have been great every week. Lots of positive comments, great hand jobs. Even when I see you in the street, you're all really
beautiful.
Really... Oh, and if you're a Melbourne podcast listening, coming to my show, please buy some fucking merch because I've got 17 boxes in my room and I just got 3 boxes shipped down. I did not know it was going to be 3. It's going to be hard to take back on the plane. They're just behind me.
Love that.
There they are. Where's the other one? There it is.
Is that the bucket you shit in?
They come fucking late. They came today and when I've already done 3 shows. So the bucket I shit in, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Are you, I forgot to ask, are you sleeping in the same bed as Xander?
No, Xander's got his own place, bro.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't get jealous.
Seems suspicious.
You cheeky fucker. Don't get jealous.
Spooning.
No.
All right, guys.
No.
We'll see you next week.
See you, mate.